Hey, MJ here. It is Tuesday, April 14th. I have with me Unfinished Business Ghostly Tarot today, and I thought I would just do a quick 4-card reading for the collective, see who's showing up, what energy is influencing us today, what situation might be on the horizon, what spirit might be knocking on our door as the external influence, and then what advice, who's showing up to offer us some insights from the other side. So the first card is the influencing energy. So this is an energy that comes in and it might impact how you move forward on a decision. It might impact how you feel about something or someone. It might impact those around you as well. Someone who might have been amicable yesterday might all of a sudden seem a little prickly today, or vice versa. So showing up here to influence us, we have the Ace of Cups. So this was a spirit that was never earthbound. This was a divine spirit. And so the Ace of Cups influencing us today is beautiful because it's opening our heart to new experiences. We're not seeing emotions as difficult or bad. We're exploring them. We're trying to figure out how this emotion can help us maybe, or what we can learn from it. It's not about running away from our feelings. It's about embracing feelings. It's like rising up above drama so that we can open up ourselves to new experiences. And so having the Ace of Cups here influencing us is a wonderful start, because we're going to be more open-hearted. We're going to feel more connected to our higher self, to the world around us. The best way I've found to connect with the Ace of Cups is to go out into nature and just appreciate the beauty that's all around me. It's a reminder that there's something greater than humanity, at work. There's something out there that shifts and changes and evolves, and there's always something that you can feel connected with. So influencing us, Ace of Cups. Now, how might this Ace of Cups energy, you're feeling good, you're opening your emotions, you're feeling receptive to perhaps new experiences that maybe you shied away from? What situations on the horizon? Who's showing up to lead us to this next situation? Oh, right on. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and I believe Rosa. And so here is a moment where you feel at peace. Oh my God. Like where you feel all the stresses. And you know what? It's like with everything going on right now, I will welcome this energy, this situation in, because I know I'm not the only one who is feeling stressed out right now. There's a lot to be stressed out about. But what the message of the Nine of Pentacles, what Rosa wants us to do, is to take a moment, and it doesn't have to be all day, just take a moment to appreciate something of value, appreciate how hard you've worked. Take a moment to indulge in something that makes you feel a little special, that makes you feel accomplished, that makes you feel as though all that hard work wasn't for nothing, right? That you earned this moment of indulgence. It's also a reminder that to take a break sometimes. That in itself can feel like an indulgence. I mean, especially if you work for yourself. Like I work for myself. Like last night, I was up until about midnight working. And then starting the grind all over again to get the kid off to school this morning. Rosa comes in as a reminder to all of us that, hey, we need to also take care of ourselves. And that can feel indulgent. It can feel indulgent to take an hour to go for a hike, or it can feel indulgent to just sit and read a book for an hour. To me, I'm going to say this, a lot of people don't understand that, like reading a book is a single activity. Like you're not doing anything else but reading a book. And for a lot of single parents, we don't have time to, especially if you work for yourself and you're a single parent, reading a book is a luxury. because you can't do anything else when you're doing that, right? You can't do the dishes. You're not folding laundry while you're reading a book. Or at least I can't do that. I don't have the capacity to do that. So the message for the Nine of Pentacles is to take a moment to yourself and open yourself up. So with that Ace of Cups here, you're going to be more receptive to feeling okay with yourself, right? You're not going to beat yourself up for taking that break, for allowing yourself to rest after putting in a hard day's work. You're going to feel more receptive to sharing, perhaps too, those indulgences with others. Okay. Like maybe it's like where you go out and you treat everyone to ice cream, Oops. Okay, so the outside influence coming in. So who's knocking on the door? Oh my goodness, we have Lakey. Lakey, by the way, was named after my great-grandmother on my father's side, Lakey Klein, who grew up in West Virginia and had a very difficult life. She had a hard life. And so for the 10 of Wands, I wanted to name this card after her in honor of that work that she put in, that she probably doesn't realize, generations later, the impact. But whoever this is that's showing up, right? And we're going to see some friction here with this Nine of Pentacles, because the Nine of Pentacles is like, hey, I've done the work. I want to just rest for a little bit. I'm going to indulge. I'm going to perhaps buy a nice expensive bottle of wine and take the night off. But here comes the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is a reminder of work that needs to be done. It's like a struggle, right? And whoever this is, they might be adding tasks. They might be a reminder of, hey, you agreed to do this thing, and what are you doing sitting on the couch drinking a glass of wine? You're supposed to be helping me. And all of a sudden that one simple act of, like saying, yeah, sure, I'll help you with that, or I'll help you with that homework assignment. And, it's like, wait, I don't know 9th or 10th grade algebra. All of a sudden it just becomes so much more difficult. And so you're going to have to ask yourself, how can I balance this? How can you perhaps use that beneficial energy of the Ace of Cups to open the door to understanding what needs to be done without being swallowed in the drama or being just weighed down by the extra effort that's going to be needed. And so having the 10 of Wands coming in, you might be faced with that decision, It's like, is this struggle something that I want to take on? Is this something that needs to continue? Or is it worth it? Maybe it is worth it if it's taking care of your children. If it's taking care of something that will matter in the long run, you might agree, like, hey, this is the bag that I'm going to carry for you. This is the weight that I'm not going to put down because it matters. And so I feel like having this 9 of Pentacles, it puts you in a good position because you recognize that your time is worth something, and that your work matters, and that you're allowed to enjoy it. You're allowed to enjoy the free time that you get. So anytime you're asked to pick up something extra, you recognize its value and you recognize its potential. And so I feel like that helps with the decision making, because you appreciate where hard work can take you, but you can also recognize if something is not going to pay off in the end. Okay, so the advice. The advice card The advice card is the High Priestess. I believe this is Grace. So Grace had an inner voice that helped her navigate her way through the swamp when her father was trying to kill her. And that's not how she died. She died because she didn't wear a seatbelt. And even though she ignored that voice when it came through to put the seatbelt on, but her higher self here was communicating with her every step of the way. Sometimes we listen to our higher selves, sometimes we don't. And so the message here is to pay attention to the signs and the signals that come through, the insights that we're picking up on that maybe those around us or in the room don't see. So when you're asked to pick up some extra work, or if you're asked to help someone that you know is going to spiral into more and more and more, it's like you just know it's inevitable. Pay attention, to the messages that you're receiving. Is it something that you're really helping? And again, like with that Ace of Cups, it's opening yourself up to those around you. Are you helping someone because you know they need your help and this is an act of compassion? Or are they taking advantage of your kindness? You're in a good position here with this Nine of Pentacles. With Rosa sitting here, she's saying, hey, use some discernment. You don't have to be everyone's mother. But for those who it matters for you, who you care about, who you want to see succeed, this is a time where your heart is going to be fully open and you're going to be more inclined to help those people out. Let your high priestess, your inner high priestess, navigate you, lead you, follow the clues. If it's someone who is just there because they don't want to do the work, because they're looking for someone to pass the baton to, let your inner guide, let your inner voice, let you know that's not someone who's truly in it because they want to be part of something bigger. They just want to not do a chore. So much love. I hope this makes sense. And I'm going to hang out with Rosa for a little bit. Have some breakfast maybe before I jump back into shipping. Okay, much love, peace, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.